Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of New Year, Same 2K. Hey man, so a couple weeks ago, I dropped a video kind of hoping to lower everyone's expectations because there's a lot going on. And before I get to saying what I'm about to say here in this video, I do want to mention a couple things. One, you should subscribe to the channel. At this point, we're dropping daily videos, fellas. Second channel too, link in the description. I understand, right? Crazy times we're living in right now. And on top of that, it's a console jump year. So they had to split their team and work on 2 different projects. And I already knew that at least one of them was gonna be asked. There's no possible way they didn't do the thing that I've been advocating for this whole time, which is hiring more people. They split the team down middle or whatever, and both games is gonna be solid. There's just no possibility of that. If there is gonna be a game that's asked though, I really hope it's the current gen one and not the next gen. Just for the future of the franchise. It'd be a bad start if the next generation jump was a disappointment, right? So for those who don't know, the demo for NBA 2K21 just released and there was a whole flurry of reactions. If you missed out, let me update you. NBA 2K21 put this tweet out saying, current gen demo is live. Play with 4 different teams in the play now. Build your My Player. They brought back the My Player builder from the previous prelude. And experience 2K21 gameplay innovations. If that's one way you could put it, all the gameplay innovations. Now, based on the trailer that we seen weeks ago, we kind of already knew there's gonna be a lot of recycled animations, but people were baffled the extent to which how much of the game was recycled. A lot of the designs and graphics, you might be surprised if I told you it was 2K21. That's how recycled it is. In fact, that's the biggest change I noticed was the 2 pie charts they added and the finishing this year. Now with the way that you use the right stick, you have to hold down and then move it towards the basket. You have to aim your shots, etc., etc. If it wasn't for that and the jump shot meter, you would have never known this was a different game. You just wouldn't have. There was some issues off rip though. Everyone on Xbox was able to download the game fine, but the people on PlayStation were having a lot of trouble the first few hours downloading the game. Troy Dan put out a tweet saying, thanks PlayStation for nothing. It seems like every launch now at this point, if you can't pre-download a game, then it's an absolute disaster for the PlayStation Store. I'm used to this experience at this point. I waited for about an hour on stream live, just trying to download the game over and over and over again, to the point where some people deadass just turned on their Xbox and played it on there. Troy Dan followed up saying, very underwhelmed about this demo. There was nothing new at all. OSN responded saying, you almost sound surprised, lol. Your Rage put out a tweet saying, 2K honestly the biggest dog piece of shit company I've ever seen. God damn. Call of Duty drops games yearly, but at least they're smart enough to use a different developer every other year so the game feels fresh. Holy, 2K are literal scammers. This is what happens when you have no competition. Now, Rage, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure there are 3 dev teams. Am I bugging right now? There's cycles of 3 years for the Call of Duties. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is there's a series of different teams that work on Call of Duty to make sure that each team is given ample time to provide plenty of content. And I feel like Call of Duty in the same way as 2K has a lot of different popular modes, like the Call of Duty Warzone now. They have the zombies experiences in some of the games, obviously the multiplayer, and the story mode in most of the games. Same with 2K. They got the Park, which a lot of people play. They got the My Team, which a ton of people play. And then they also have to remember the My GM, the Play Now, and whatever else there is, Pro-Am. I've been saying for a while, man, there are solutions to every problem 2K has, so the excuse can't be that, oh, it's a console jump year. Well, every other development team is dealing with it too, and I guarantee you we're gonna get bangers from some of these devs, right? So that's not a real excuse. I rate that, Rage. That's a really good point. Ticino put out a tweet saying, if 2K21 on PS4 releases with new neighborhoods and parks and the talked about gameplay tweaks, it'll be a very enjoyable experience and perfectly fine until the next generation. If the environments are the same or copy and pasted, disaster. Hoping for the best on September 4th. 100% agree with this. I also want to remind everybody, because maybe people forgot from the last generation jump that we did, I would be genuinely surprised if it wasn't incredibly challenging to get a new gen console. Even if you could afford to get it on launch, good luck. Because when the PS4 came out, I had to find plugs. And back then, I was not plugged at all. Your best bet was to know a retail plug, someone that worked at Best Buy or something like that. Or you just buy it on resale for like double the price or something ridiculous. I'm telling you, that's gonna be the best way to get it on launch. So a lot of people, even if you have the money to afford it, you're not gonna be able to get the next gen consoles on launch, which is why it's important that the current gen version of the game has enough content. There were people though, I know Hank the Tank was on stream trying to break down the dribbling and learn as much as he can, because there is a decent amount different with the dribbling, and Colder Man uploaded this here clip on Twitter. And we can't even play the audio, never mind.
What the?
Music playing.
Yo!
Whoa, whoa, what do you do?
Yo!
What do you do?
What the?
Oh, that's hard. That's kind of cool. Hey, so I'm not all gloom and doom because it's a demo at the end of the day. Like, the demo, it would be nice if it was a better experience, but it's a demo. I'm hoping the actual game comes with enough changes and improvements to keep me entertained. Now, I'll keep it a buck the way Ticino said it. Man, if there's no new environments, I'm gonna be pissed. Because the art team was definitely slacking on all the graphics. All the build graphics are copy and paste. There's so much copy and pasting going on. I fully expect the art team to have went hard with the level design in NBA 2K21. And I hope some point in the next week or a week and a half, we can hear some kind of information about that, because we're kind of just sitting here waiting. And really, that's the kind of feeling a lot of people have, is we're sitting here waiting. We don't know if there are any boosts once you hit 99 overall. There's so much we don't know about the entirety of the game. We're kind of just guessing when we're making these builds. This time last year, Mike Wang was on Twitter breaking down every little itty bitty part so that we have enough information to when we're creating the builds, we can create the one and craft the one to the way we like to play in our play style. This year, we're kind of left in the dark. So there's gonna be a lot of people that start off the year with just horrible builds, just keeping it honest. I'm gonna wait at least like a day before I figure out what build I'm gonna do, but y'all know me at this point. I'm gonna get a sharpshooter build. I'm actually gonna grind this one though, because I don't know if you guys know this, but in 2K20, I had like half the badges on my player. I never made it through the year. So this year, I'm gonna be streaming a lot more, by the way, on this YouTube channel, so subscribe, put on the noties, because I was gonna do it on Twitch, but I decided against that. I'm gonna just stay here on YouTube. And I wanna at least come with some good gameplay. I don't, you know, the funny moments is cool and all for funny moments, but when I'm streaming, I wanna at least be trying, you feel me? I wanna get in some competitive games, etc., etc. I was having a great time with the situation. Everyone woke up early just to play 2K20 again. Yep, stole that tweet from Low, and it blew up. Why don't you look at that? I was kind of memeing it up. I even dropped a whole tutorial on how to delete the demo for the people that were already bored of it. I was doing this all on stream. It was hilarious. Kenny brought up the fact that they added 2 more pie charts. If you watched the 2K TV episode, you also know that the max character build limit is 6 this year. So once you pass 6, you can't make any more builds, and you only have 5 play now games, so it's limited. If you want other options, you have to create a new account and re-download the demo. No, actually, it's still on your PlayStation, so you don't really have to re-download it. Mike Wang did decide to break something down on the day though. He said this on Twitter: shooting tip for jumpers, hold the right stick down to start a shot. While still holding, adjust the aim by moving the right stick slightly left or right till the tick is centered in the meter. You can also tap L2 or R2 to lock in the aim and time the shot for an additional boost. Which, when he explains it like this, sounds real complicated, but in practice, I feel like after a week of doing this, everyone's gonna get the hang of it. I like the idea. This whole idea is dope, especially because if you don't mess with it, you can still use the old style. There's nothing wrong with that. Grinding asking a great question. What are the cutoffs for speed boosting and contact dunks? Also, is there a boost at 99.9 again? Great questions. We're all just gonna assume things are the same unless we're told differently, I bet. You know what I'm saying? At some point, if we can get an answer for this, Mike Wang, that would be great. But it is a demo at the end of the day. I'm not freaking out about a demo. I'm kind of just having fun and memeing the fact that it was so bare bones and basic, and there was so much Control-C, Control-V going on. My expectations are, god damn, they're at the gutter, ladies and gentlemen. Very, very low for this current gen game. For the next gen game, they're pretty high. I expect the next gen game to feel like next gen. There should be so much to do. We should have our minds blown. But with this current gen version of the game, man, there's no way. I have talked to some people in the myteam community, and they seem pretty excited with the changes made in that mode, which is detailed in the myteam blog they dropped last week. And we also know that the myteam progression is gonna transfer over to next gen. People were for some reason freaking out about that, asking like, how come our park and our builds, how come they don't transfer? That's a good thing, guys. You should want the next game to be so different that it wouldn't even make sense for the progression to be transferred. At least then it'll be a new game. That's basically what he's telling us. It's gonna be a new experience for us on next gen. That's why it can't transfer. The builds might not be the same, badges might not, everything about the game might be different, so it can't transfer. That's good news. I was ecstatic to hear that. Now, it would be some type of shit, though, if it was the same and it didn't transfer. That would be wild. And even for 2K, that's really low, so I don't expect them to do that. Hey, I'm gonna be playing the demo over and over and over and over again, just to see, just to experience it. I'm not entirely sure what build I'm gonna do yet. I guess I'm gonna have to just talk to some people and play the game and see what I end up with. You will find a build video over the next couple days here on this channel explaining which build I'm gonna be rocking to start 2K21. But the prospects is not looking nice right now, fellas. I hope there is enough different, but again, we're gonna have to wait and see. Until then, we just have to play this demo, man. Yeah. Hey, if y'all new to the channel, you haven't already, be sure to subscribe. We're doing daily content for the next little while, man. So make sure to sub up. I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. I'm out. Peace.